On Scrappy Time, we're going to be talking to the younger generation. They're going to tell us what they want to see in DC and in Tennessee, and I'm going to be listening. I hope you'll stick around.
I watch the sun fall from a rock outcrop. The moon slowly rose and the valley filled with fog. And then I heard a commotion on the trail down below. Carbide lights were coming up the mountain, and they were led by Mother Jones singing, "Which side are you on, boys? Which side are you on?" I never wanted to leave the top of a mountain, 'cause Lord knows I love to get high. I never wanted to leave the top of a mountain unless I was headed to the by and by, to that mountain in the sky, the sweet by and by.
We're going to play a little shell game real fast. It's called Where's the Moon? All right. Got hand sanitizer here, just in case you need any later. So we're gonna play a little game. You ready? Y'all cover your eyes real good. Don't ingest this. All right. Sorry about that. Oh, spilled my damn drink. All right. Y'all need some hand sanitizer?
Sure.
Here. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. We can take our mask off now, I think. We're far enough apart again. Indy, if you touch that skull, it's gonna be a bad day. All right, so here's what we're gonna play. Sonny, you like playing games? In these 3 bowls, one of them has a picture of the moon. Do you know how far the moon is from the Earth? How far away is the moon from the Earth?
Couldn't tell you.
You got a guess, Sonny? Mama?
57 billion.
That's wrong. Saturn's not even a billion, but that's all right, Mama. You're gonna have to work on that teaching before this school year comes up. Guess.
Over there?
Yes, way over there, about 240,000 miles away. And that's a long ways, isn't it? And like right now, you only see about a quarter of the moon. So we don't always see the moon. So we're gonna play Where's the Moon? So I've mixed these up. Okay, pick one.
That one.
That one, all right, pull the bowl up, let's see what's there. Oh goodness, what is that?
Is it the moon?
Sonny, I've mixed these up real good, let's just pretend. Now pick you one. All right, let's see what's there. I'm gonna push it over there to you. What is it? What is it? It is a head. It's not the moon, but I'm gonna let you touch it and squeeze it. Squeeze it. Ah, you're doing good. No stress. All right, Kaya, we have 2 out here. Which one do you want? That one? Oh, well, this is not a moon, and it's not a moon rock. It is a metamorphosed. Try again. Metamorphosed sedimentary rock. My class at Maryville College has to hear me try to say that every year. Pick one of these other 2. Let's see what you get. Look, folks,
Is that the moon?
you found the moon. Good job, Ella. Extended high five. Woo! I just mixed them up. Pick one. Sonny, you go first.
Pick a bowl.
This one? Let me see what's in there. Oh! Sonny got the moon right away. You're lucky. Hey everybody, this is Scrappy. I'm sitting here today with some Gen Zers, some friends of mine. They also help out with my campaign as well as Susan Sneed's campaign. And that is Ali Lawson and Kylie Sliger. Did I say that correct?
Yes.
Well, thank y'all very much for being here today. Kylie, I'll start with you. How old are you?
18.
18. So this is your first election to ever get to vote.
Yes, it is.
All right. Well, great.
Nice.
Well, congratulations. As far as voting, where did you get your desire and your passion for politics and voting? Did it come from your family or did it come from something else? What was the deal?
Well, I'd have to say it did start with my family. I come from a line of really politically active people. It started with my grandfather, who was in the union. He was a coal miner in a coal miner union. My grandmother was just always very vocal on how we believe politically. I've grown up with a single mother who has worked multiple jobs all of her life to barely make ends meet. She was very open with me on economic issues, social issues. She made it clear that I need to pay attention to what's around me. And even if it doesn't really affect you, if you have the privilege to say, I'm not really into politics because it doesn't affect me, I think it's important to care about other people. Because politics makes a difference between life or death for some people. So that's how I got started.
No
I
doubt
was real
about it.
excited to vote. I got to vote for the first time a couple weeks ago.
Awesome. Ooh, that's great. So and so your mom was a big influence then.
Yes, she was.
Awesome. What about you, Ollie?
So my family is not politically active at all. I just grew up super blue collar. My mom's a teacher. My dad's a mechanic. And, I grew up in a household that was really all over the political spectrum. My family has a wide variety of different political views and stuff like that. So I got a really interesting balance of, give and take from different sides of the aisle in that regard. So the reason I started getting involved in, politics and the political process was, I had family members who were involved in the criminal justice system on the wrong side of that, unfortunately, and I also had family members who were teachers. And, those two groups of people, especially being from kind of a lower income family, are often at the butt of a lot of different, socioeconomic policies. Yep. And the fact of the matter is, I think one of the best ways you can solve problems in your community is to engage in the political process. So that's kind of how I view as like trying to help people solve problems. And that's why I'm involved in politics, because I want to help solve problems.
Help people. Yeah, that makes sense. People, that's one of the reasons I'm sitting here with y'all right now. As far as like your interest in helping out with political campaigns, like both of y'all, I know y'all were around in 2018, and you're 22, 22 and you're 22. 18, so you got to vote in 18, I guess, for the first time, right?
I did.
Okay.
Yes, I did.
What distinguishes y'all from everybody else your age is, I guess, one question I have, because if I could clone you two, life would be a heck of a lot easier.
Yeah. You want to go?
Sure, yeah. Well, I think 2018 was a big experience for me. I got involved just because I was interested in politics. I had one of my teachers tell me about the campaign, and I was like, yeah, that sounds like a good experience, because I had already kind of planned on studying political science in college. So in 2018, I was a field captain. I came on as a volunteer, and then I was an intern. And that just involved a lot of canvassing, going to doors around the county, just knocking on doors and having a lot of conversations. And before I had that experience, I would say I was very rooted in my political opinions, in my own experiences. I really had a strong opinion, didn't listen to others so much. But then after having a lot of conversations, I had a lot more experience as to why people in my community believe a lot differently than I do. Not just their perspective, but why they believe what they believe. And I think that not only makes me more of an effective just volunteer field captain, now I'm a field organizer, because I know where they're coming from. I can connect with them and have a better conversation with them. It also gives me a lot more of a reason, I feel like, to fight because I know what people are going through, more so than a lot of people do. Because, you know, I was told once by a close friend of mine, college education, research only gets you so far. If you really want to know or help people, you need to know what they're going through. And I feel like that's given me a lot of experience, just having those conversations.
Amen to that.
I like that. Yeah, really getting into the gritty aspect of that. Hell yeah. So the reason I'm involved in politics and, you know, I help out with your campaign and I've helped out with other people's different political projects is, you know, I feel that I think that what makes me a person who's involved in that is just because everything I knew about leadership I got from my mom. You know, my mom was single for a better part of me growing up. So single moms are the closest thing we have to superheroes out there.
No, I would agree with that.
I've always just tried to really be involved in some kind of leadership activity and just like making stuff happen. I like, you know, helping out with, you know, making stuff happen. But, you know, the thing is, like, I think a lot of people in our age group are very collaborative. Like Gen Z people are very prone to collaborating on things, they're very egalitarian. And I think there are a lot of other people in our age group that really want to be part of the political process. And they wouldn't really be afraid to get started working with a candidate or just like helping out with the campaign and stuff like that. So I think it's just a matter of a lot of people in our age group just need candidates that, you know, appeal to the issues that they really care about. And if there are candidates that, you know, speak to younger people, you're going to get them out of the woodwork to, you know, to start actually working with people.
All right, so Ali, I'm going to start with you. Given your activity in politics and helping with campaigns and being a good voter, you ever have intentions of running for office?
I would run for public office if I felt that I had a lot to contribute to the role. I wouldn't run just for a PR stunt. I would run actually wanting to help people in my district or whatever group I represent.
Yeah. So Kylie, what about you?
Oh yeah, I definitely intend to run for office. I want to be a public servant. Not quite decided how exactly, but I feel like I've got a lot of experiences from where I'm from. I've grown up here all of my life. I've talked, like I said earlier, I've had a lot of conversations with people in the community, and I also believe it's really important to have more women at the table making decisions. So I definitely intend to run for office one day.
Well, folks, there you have it right there. Kylie just said that she's going to run for office when she's 25, which is the age you have to be to run for State House. I'm only going to serve until then, and I will hand it over to her. What, and I'll start again with you, Ollie, what are 2 or 3 issues that really matter to you personally, and that what's something that you think folks your age, you know, what'll get them to the polls?
The biggest issues that I care about are, the first one is poverty reduction. The second biggest issue for me would be access to health care. I think that a lot of Tennesseans are just simply not living the quality of life that they should be living, being in a first world country. The healthcare standards of a lot of people in, you know, rural Tennessee and stuff like that are almost comparable to, you know, some third world countries.
Yep.
Honest to God. And, you know, bridging that gap and increasing access to affordable healthcare through whatever plan that ends up being, that's something I really personally care about. I think the biggest issue that, you know, young people are concerned about is, you know, finding politicians that meet them where they are. So often people that are in their 20s, that are like, you know, 18, they're just started getting involved in politics in the political process, they feel almost disenfranchised because they don't really see any politicians that are going out of their way to meet them where they are. This is why Scrappy Time is honestly a cool idea on the basis.
Thank you.
Yeah, just putting it out there. You know, I think Scrappy Time is a great idea on the basis that, you know, you're able to create a platform for yourself, and young people can see that, and they get to really see what the people who are going to represent them, they can really see what they care about. They want to see elected officials that are willing to open a dialogue. I mean, that's, in my opinion, that's just basic civics. Making sure that if you're an elected representative, you're going to do what you said you're going to do, and you're going to keep an open dialogue with the people in your community. And if you aren't keeping an open dialogue with the people in your community, then you shouldn't be in office.
Well, there's not an open dialogue in District 8, I can assure you that, with the current representative, and we're trying to fix that. So Kylie, give me an issue or two that you're passionate about. And also, what about issues that young folks, what's something that you think will get young folks your age to the polls?
Well, I'd have to agree with poverty reduction. I'd say that's one of my number one issues, and that's a really complex issue. It has to do with economic opportunity. I believe the pillars of economic opportunity are healthcare and education.
Mm-hmm.
I think those are the basic needs that people need to have to improve their lives. Because if you don't have your health, you don't have anything. And if
Right.
you don't have education, you can't improve your situation enough to get out of poverty.
Yep.
And it also comes with housing, creating more affordable housing, because the cost of living is growing at a rate that wages cannot keep up. And that has to do with healthcare too. Healthcare is just a cost that's way too expensive for so many Americans that they don't even go to the doctor just to address a simple health issue, and then it becomes more serious in the future. I would have to say, social issues. I feel, I know a lot of Americans feel right now that their government doesn't serve them. Their system wasn't built for them. A lot of minority groups don't go out and vote because they don't feel that their system is meant for them in the first place. Having government officials that actually listen to a lot of the struggles that people have, having voter outreach, having these conversations from official to their constituents, I think that's important. A major issue that I think people my age are really concerned with is the environment.
Mm-hmm.
I would have to say is number one on a lot of people's list, because we have a mess that's been created by the generations before us, and nothing really effective is being done to stop a crisis from happening, and we're gonna have to fix that.
I think a lot of people in our age group just genuinely just do not trust our government, to be honest with you. So I think the thing that really gets young people in our age group engaged in the political process is seeing candidates who don't take money from big PACs and who aren't, corporate endorsed, and are candidates who are very down to earth and sincere.
So y'all get it. That's it, folks. I don't know how else to say it. They get it, and they're gonna vote, and I hope y'all do too. And if you're in District 8, give old Scrappy a shot.
He was behind me, right there in my mirror, that red, white, and blue STP. If it hadn't been for the number 483, I could have been the king.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that last segment. I certainly did. I was really inspired by Kylie and Ali and what they had to say. Given their ages and the passion that they have for politics, it's really not about politics for them. It's about serving people and helping people. And that's exactly why I'm in this race. I was really inspired also by just their genuine love of our country and of our state. As your representative, I want to represent everyone, regardless of color, who you love, who you marry, or what age you are. If you're a young person out there and you feel disenfranchised, I want you to know I'm here to listen, and I will listen. And with the help of Ali and Kylie and a lot of people like you, we'll be able to win this for District 8 and make Tennessee a better state.
And prayed the Lord my soul to keep, and that I'd see PD when I die. And Lord, I hope you love dogs too.
Are you okay with my face being right there?
I think Jesus loves dogs too. As the years passed on, many dogs had come and gone.
Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of Scrappy Time. Next week, we're going to be talking about healthcare. And Tula, she's not that interested, but I hope you are.
It's good to see you again. And I feel within, and you've been coming around a little more each day. Could you stop by tomorrow so we can play? And we'll start spinning grinning.